It's been a week since I picked up Donkey Kong Bananza. Am I playing the game of the year? Let's talk about it. A week ago, your beloved Scotty the Scumbag took over my channel and he said this.
What are you expecting, Tiny? He's out going to his local GameStop to get Donkey Kong Bananza.
I went and picked up Donkey Kong Bananza. And I could have done a video just after 3 hours, a little sampling of gameplay. But I wanted to dive deep, way deep into this game before I talked about it. Because it is getting such good reviews and people saying game of the year that I wanted to experience more than just a sample size. I wanted the whole entree, if you will. And so far, I am loving this game. I'm going to take you through me picking it up, the morning, the day. It won't be long. And then we'll talk about the game and you'll see some gameplay and I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. So today's the day Donkey Kong Bananza comes out. But we're not going to get it until we get some work in. We're on this Better Me journey. But I can't wait to pick that game up this afternoon. So y'all want to talk about perfect timing in. I just got my mile in and now it's pouring down rain. So I'm good for the day. Let's go get something good for breakfast and then prepare to go get my back cracked at the chiropractor and then Donkey Kong Bananza. I just picked up my copy of Donkey Kong Bananza, and while I was at it, they had the amiibo in stock, so I picked up the amiibo of that. They only had one left. I believe whenever you tap this the first time, Donkey Kong gets a new outfit, and I believe after that, it'll drop 4 tiles that spell Kong, and you can throw them and use them as explosives or projectiles. So, cannot wait to get home and try this out. Let's freaking go. I'm about to fire this bad boy up and see how good the game is. It is getting great reviews so far. Alright, here is the moment of truth. Let's fire this bad boy up. There's our guy. This looks like Tears of the Kingdom right here. That's not a bad thing. Ouch. A weekend. And I have no regrets about purchasing this amiibo. First off, I think it looks cool. It makes a cool little figurine that I can put on my display right here behind me. And also, when you pop this on the right joystick, after you select amiibo, it'll drop 4 explosives that say Kong. And you can launch them at opponents, at terrain, what have you. No regrets. This has been quite beneficial for some of the stuff that I've been doing on there. But is it the game of the year? In my opinion, I don't know. It's a 3D platformer made by the people that made Mario Odyssey. And if you do recall, I had this as one of my top 5 gaming franchises of all time that I'll share at the end of this video. I'm loving this game. There's parts where it's as beautiful as Tears of the Kingdom. One of my favorite Nintendo games ever. Actually got me into the Zelda genre because I never played it as a kid whatsoever. We were broke, and it was, as I've said in the past, a single-player game. When you have a twin, you gotta play something where you can play with 2 people. And I just never got into it. But Tears of the Kingdom, loved that game. Mario Odyssey, love that game. It's my favorite Mario of all time, right above the OG that came out on the Nintendo Entertainment Center. And this game is beautiful. I am having so much fun with smashing stuff. It's kind of like the Hulk game that came out on GameCube, where you just run around and destroy stuff. And the storyline's pretty good. The graphics, it's Donkey Kong. It don't have to be great. It doesn't have to be like The Last of Us. It doesn't have to be like Expedition 33, which is another candidate for Game of the Year. I played it. Not my cup of tea. Not gonna knock it for what people are saying, but we still have Ghost of Yotai to come out. Death Stranding 2 just came out, and I haven't played that, and I have no desire to play it. But for my money, this is what I'll say. Game of the year, it'll be in the conversation. A reason to go buy the Nintendo Switch 2 and celebrate a Switch 2 day? Yes, you can't get this game on any other system right now. It and Mario Kart World are the only two games that Nintendo have released so far, and both are bangers.
After banger! After banger! After banger!
I'm still hopping in on Mario Kart World to play Knockout online, my favorite gaming mode on that game. And this is a single player that you can just go through, have a good time with. I'm not as far as some of these people that have grinded and blew through it because I don't want to blow through it. I'm enjoying this. I've been hopping in on my Cyberpunk 2077, loving that game. I'm not much on first-person shooters, but it's been fun. But do I think your kids are going to want this come Christmas time? I do. And I think they're going to want the game and the system to go with it. And that's going to make you want to go buy a Nintendo Switch 2, which makes it, in my opinion, a game of the year. I have multiple games of the year. I can't wait for Ghost of Yotai to come out. I love Ghost of Tsushima. But for my money, this game has been every worth the $70 that I paid for it. If you're on the fence about getting a Switch 2, this game right here is the reason why you should go buy one. And if you wait closer to Christmas, as Scotty said last week.
I just saw a report that if you're trying to get this Switch 2 at Christmas time, you might be screwed. Have no fear though. Your boy Scotty the Scumbag is here.
It's going to be harder and harder to find the Switch 2. I've seen where they've had some restocks. Local Best Buys have had some here. They sell out instantly. Closer we get to Christmas, it's just going to be harder and harder to find. But as far as, I'll give this game a grade. I'm going to go 9 out of 10. It's near perfect from what I've played. It does get a little repetitive on the smashing, but I like to smash. Hulk's one of my favorite comic book characters. That's been the video. Hope you all enjoyed this. Sorry it took so long to get it, but I really wanted to do a deep dive. I also had vacation going on, family in from Texas, and I didn't want to take time to film a video when I want to be in the moment. So it gave me more time to play the game, more time to gather my thoughts on this. And I thank you all for being patient with me. I got another video fixing to come out within the next 2 days. We're going to see the and I can't wait to see that. That review will be coming. But as always, bye. Make good choices.